In this video, we go on a snorkeling tour at Turtle Island, enjoy the wonderful days here at the beaches, and snorkel in a lava tunnel.
'Cause dreams are hard to kill. And I know somewhere's a place where we can build our memories. Somewhere, just hold on tight, it'll be alright. Show me the way, show me a way to somewhere.
What are you doing? The horses are being moved as we extended the hotel stay. We might want to take another tour, and Isabela is truly a dream island that we have completely fallen in love with. And that's why, typically us, we are now going to change everything up a bit.
Has booked. Tomorrow we are going on the giant snorkeling tour in the very deep water with sharks, rays, and all sorts of things in very high waves, and we are staying here for 2 more days. You are crazy. When we wake up early, it is raining. However, it clears up again soon and the tour takes place. Even during the boat ride, we notice that there are quite high and, above all, very irregularly rolling waves. Turtle Island is named after the turtle because of its shape. One part of the crater that still juts out of the sea looks like a turtle shell. We drive along the crescent-shaped island and first observe the bird life.
What are the frigate birds? They are so much white, normally, the females.
Alongside Nazca boobies and blue-footed boobies, the frigate bird, which is found here with both species, is certainly the highlight. Iguanas are also found here. It's hard to believe how they cling to the rocks and how they manage to get up here from the water. Unfortunately, the waves are very rough and very uneven. We do try it with our children, but for Vicky and Rafu, the situation with the waves pushing them against the rocks and the strong current is just too much. So I prefer to take them back to the boat. Unfortunately, it gets a bit uncomfortable here as we wait for the rest of the group without a motor, which means we are bobbing back and forth in the choppy waves. Unfortunately, I feel quite nauseous without a travel tablet due to this rocking. It's also borderline for Vicky and Rafu. Unfortunately, the visibility in the deep water is not good for those snorkeling. That means they saw almost nothing at this spot. At the second spot, the waves are a bit lower. Unfortunately, the visibility is not much better either. You can only see the upper levels of the wonderful marine life, but sadly you cannot see into the depths where the rays and also the sharks would be swimming. To conclude, we will then head to a cove for snorkeling. But what we see here in marine life, we have also been able to see in the bays on land. It's a pity, really. We had indeed hoped for a bit more from this day. But now we are all really glad to be back on solid ground. And this is now the helpless attempt to actually make steamed dumplings on a gas stove in the kitchen at the other end of the world. Because we are so fed up with rice.
Totally awesome.
But we extended our stay on this island not just because of the tour, but because of the amazing beaches. And now our children can indeed fully enjoy it as they wished in the coming days.
As you can see, the beach is completely crowded because no one comes to the Galapagos for a proper beach vacation. It's just insane. Perfect. After the stress of the last few months, now we can finally unwind before our journey starts. It couldn't be more beautiful.
Here on Isabela, one could certainly do many more tours. On one hand, there are the 2 tours to the Sierra Negra volcano, one along the crater rim and the other to the so-called sulfur mines, which are sulfur residues. But we postponed that, because we will still be in the Andes and we will experience it there in a much more intense way. And then, of course, you can also go to countless snorkeling spots on the islands. However, the tours here are not exactly cheap, and since we didn't get a children's price anywhere on the Galapagos Islands, we are really paying 5 times for each of these tours. Furthermore, we have also experienced that many people here are only on the islands for a very short time, never really arriving, because they have some tour scheduled every day. And we actually feel very comfortable at the moment, experiencing the island a bit, and simply being able to spend time with the children on the beaches, and at the many free snorkeling spots where hardly anyone is during the day. We went back to the lava tunnel. We wanted to see during high tide if water really comes in here. Such lava tunnels often formed from very fluid lava. On the way to the sea, the outer crust cooled and solidified. This provided more protection for the further lava flow from cooling and allowed it to drain. What remains are these tunnel-like vaults, some of which collapse or are eroded by the sea, as seen in Los Tuneles. Here, the lava flow reaches the sea and fills with water through some cracks during high tide. A truly special experience to snorkel here. Unfortunately, we couldn't get all the way to the back of the lava tunnel. We learned that we need another gadget. We definitely need an underwater flashlight, because at one point the visibility was almost zero. It's really a shame. We could have gone further in. We have something new that we absolutely need for our adventures. Although it is supposed to be the dry season right now, it is cold, but the dry season has seen some rain at night, and it is a bit grey. However, the sun doesn't burn us quite as much for that. And you can also wonderfully go to the beach in this weather, where the fan is humming.
What's so special happening here this morning? Because you are all here. All of you, right? Here. Are you cuddling up warm? They are so cool, the iguanas.
Although the Galapagos Islands are located directly on the equator, they are rather cool during this season due to the incoming Humboldt current. The water temperatures barely exceed 20 degrees and the air temperature is always around 22 degrees. And with wind or sometimes even rain, it can get quite cool.
Whoever has such a blue crest on top is the little brother of the Portuguese man-o'-war, a Pacific man-o'-war. What is pink on top of the bubble can be said to be sailable, and the tentacles that are curled up are strongly stinging. Simply absolutely delicious.
We had breakfast today and tried the typical bolones. These are balls made of cheese sausage and plantains. They taste a bit like eating potatoes. Really delicious, but also very hearty.
There is also with chicken. Hello, boy.
You know that you have a lamp in the bed there.
Where is your sister? Oh no.
Oh my God, you have sand everywhere. We were just there too. In the end, there was nothing use and...
As you can see, we are currently packing intensely because to get to our next Galapagos island, San Cristobal, we first need a ferry to Santa Cruz. We will have an overnight stay, and tomorrow morning we will continue very, very early to San Cristobal. This passion fruit ice cream is so delicious.
The children are already reading their books. I took a little tablet and am sitting at the very back where it sways the least. What could possibly go wrong now?
We are now on our ferry, our speedboat. Speedboat always sounds great. Let me show you something. This is our well-equipped bathroom. One would like to wash their hands afterwards. One would have to do that here, but nothing happens. Yes, this is also Ecuador. This is also South America. And then you must not let it get to you. Your hands just get a little sticky. So here is the Grande Nigeria with the Vomiomi on board, and it is currently on its way from Santos to Paranagua, cool, near Sao Paulo approximately, and it has a delay of about 1 to 2 days. That works out quite well.
And just like for the Vomiomi, Our journey continues now. Join us as we head to our last Galapagos island, off to San Cristobal.
December.